So Disney, many of you know that obviously the Snow White movie completely flopped. It's almost become like a meme at this point to even talk about it. The Snow White movie completely flopped, and it was bad. It's going to lose 150 to 200 million dollars, and now it's being reported that it was actually so bad. It was actually so bad that Disney has now canceled all future live-action Disney princess movies, including Tangled, which I think we can pretty much say they were going to race swap her. I'd be willing to bet you that they were going to race swap her. There is no way they were going to make this chick white. There is 0% chance that they were going to make this chick white. Snow White bombed so badly at the box office that Disney put another live-action princess remake on ice. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your big screen dreams. Disney is hitting the pause button on its planned live-action remake of the 2010 animated hit Tangled following the disastrous box office performance of Snow White, according to multiple reports published Thursday. You know what's odd? If they just didn't, race swap the main character, if they just didn't race swap the main character, this probably wouldn't be an issue. If they stuck true to the, all of the, the original stuff. I don't know Tangled. I'm not a child and I don't have children, so I've never seen this movie. But I suspect, if you were to, if you were to stay true to the original and not, gay bait or race swap, the movie would probably do fine. But I think that they were so hell bent, they absolutely, positively wanted to race swap or make this movie woke, and they knew it would fail, so that's why they dropped it. They didn't drop it because they thought nobody wants to watch it. They dropped it because they wanted to make her black or Asian or Indian. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. The Hollywood Reporter was the first to break the news. Entertainment Weekly and Deadline later confirmed the story. Tangled is a reimagining of the Brothers Grimm fairy tale by Rapunzel. Had been an active development with the Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie, signed on to helm the film from the script by Jennifer Caton, Robinson Thor from Love and Thunder, and Do Revenge. So terrible movies. According to Deadline, the movie was officially in pre-production, and meetings with potential stars were already underway when Disney pulled the plug. The outlet also reported that Snow White tanking at the box office, a $270 million movie, has grossed $70 million domestically and $145 million worldwide, led the House of the Mouse to reevaluate plans for other planned live-action adaptations, borrowing on its animated IP library. The Snow White remake was dogged by controversy almost since it was added to Disney's slate. The treatment of the 1937 animated classic Seven Dwarfs drew debate all the way up to until the remake March 21st release, while Rachel Zegler, whose casting crew outrage because she is Latina, continually fueled right-wing critics and social media posts going after Trump voters and supporting Palestinians. The West Side Story breakout. Can you really call her a breakout actress? Can you really call her a breakout actress? I don't think you can call somebody. By the way, in that movie, she starred in that movie, and it lost $150 million. He starred in that movie. She starred in that that West Side Story movie that lost $150 million. Then she starred in a Hunger Games movie and broke even. And then she starred in this movie and is going to lose $250 million. How do you call that a breakout star? You can't call her a breakout star. She breaks things, sure. Scandals aside, neither critics nor audience found Snow White particularly fair, with the flick getting a paltry B+ cinema score from moviegoers. Tangled once looked like a slam dunk choice for a live-action remake, Starring Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi, the 2010 animated movie was a smash, making a little less than $600 million at the global box office. Disney's strategy of raiding its IP library for live-action remakes has been working prior to Snow White, at least financially. The studio's recent reimaginings of The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin each exceed $1 billion globally. Even so, the track record for retreads has not been perfect so far. See Dumbo and Pete's Dragon. Two upcoming live-action movies on Disney's horizon could offer hope for Mickey, Lilo and Stitch, the beloved remake of the beloved 2002 movie. Again, never saw it. The trailer for the film was second most viewed Disney live-action trailer of all time. Next June, Disney fans will go see the live-action treatment of Moana. The franchise has been streaming and box office success. I mean, Moana, that's going to be much easier because they don't have to race swap it. They don't have to race swap anybody in Moana. So, I mean, I would suspect that will probably do better. But, I mean, this stuff is like Disney. Part of the problem is that Disney's budgets. You probably could have remade Snow White and made it woke and had no issue whatsoever if you didn't spend $300 million. You know what I mean? The movie's probably going to make 400 million globally. It's going to make some money in digital after the fact. You could have probably got by without breaking you could have got by, but they spent a fortune and their breakout star couldn't even promote the movie because everyone hated her. So I guess I just don't know. Like Disney is in a bad place with their movies. Very, very bad place. Because they just don't know what the heck to do. And the whole recipe of taking a bunch of money from USAID and, subsidizing your movies in other countries with huge tax breaks, apparently that's no longer going to work for them. These tax break, the COVID tax breaks and all this stuff that allowed them to kind of float movies, like they did with the Marvels. The Marvels wasn't quite the disaster it could have been because they got all these rebates for filming it where they filmed it and all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to guess that this just isn't going to be the case. They also, by the way, maybe they were like, we can't remake this movie because it's a white blonde chick and everyone's going to expect a white blonde chick. And if we race swap it again, we're going to get pummeled again. I think if they were going to remake Tangled, they probably wouldn't race swap the main female character, but they would race swap like the prince or whatever, the second in command. So, it's interesting. We're going to have to wait and see if Disney loses or learns anything. Like if Disney learns anything from any of this, I'll be surprised. But, I'm going to guess maybe if they were going to make Rapunzel, it would be that skeletal black chick from Wicked. That, I could see, they really called her Rapunzel because it was ironic. You know how they said, oh, well, Snow White, yeah, she used to be known because her skin was white as snow. But then they said, oh, well, she was just renamed after a horrible snowstorm. So what they're going to do with Rapunzel is they're going to say, well, she was known for her long hair, but actually it was an ironic thing that racists said because she was black and had alopecia. And then they'll get Jada Pinkett Smith to star. They're like, oh, it's actually an alopecia awareness story. We feel like the alopecia Americans are really underrepresented in film. Like that would be probably what they'd do with it. I just the whole Disney stuff, it's tiresome to me because I've just stopped caring. If Disney even touches anything, you just kind of know that it's going to be bad. It's going to be a disaster. And so ultimately, this will be yet another disaster. And I'm not going to miss it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I don't think it's going to be, very good.